You know, I always love talking about parenting on our parenting segment because it's something that I'm very passionate about. Now, today, parenting, we do know that it's a full-time job. Ask me about it. And we get no days off and nobody pays us. In fact, the money that we get, that's where it ends up. Today on parenting, we will be discussing the topic, your child has been diagnosed with autism, now what? With Osezusi. Now, she's in here, you know her from before. She's a certified special educational needs expert who is actively breaking the culture of silence. You are welcome, Susie.
Thank you. Good to be here again.
And thank you for coming back every single week. We can never learn enough. So now, let's talk to parents who have just discovered that their kids have been diagnosed with autism.
Okay.
Is it something to be scared of, depressed, heartbroken?
Yes. Well, I'll put it this way. When you get the news or when after getting your diagnosis, not yours, but after you getting the child's diagnosis, you have to go through the emotions.
Yeah.
You go through the process. Like, of course, there will be the parent guilt. What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I not take? What vitamins inside? Mommy, it's not your fault. There are different factors, genetic factors, environmental factors. Research is still ongoing, so it's not your fault. There's this, would my child ever live to fulfill their purpose? Absolutely, yes. When given the right supports. So every child, like it's said, when you meet one child with autism or one individual with autism, you've met just one. So every child will need a different kind of care. You know, they will need a different kind of therapy. It depends on the individual. It depends on their strengths. It depends on the skills that they are naturally gifted at, you know. So, but one therapy is certain. When you find that, please go look for ABA. ABA is Applied Behavioral Analysis Therapy.
Okay.
ABA is the only researched, proven treatment that has been researched over the years to work. Okay. And the treatment works for children on the spectrum. Why? It covers the different domains. It covers the adaptive self-help. You know, with autism, we're talking about emotional.
Yeah.
We're talking about social needs. We're talking about communication and language. ABA covers interaction, social skills. It covers self-help, where a child is able to like dress themselves, up themselves. It helps the child attain independence. So when you hear autism, please research ABA. Of course, there are other therapies. There are other behavioral therapies. However, research shows that ABA, because it's observable, is measurable. It is research-based, right? And it works. It would help the child acquire skills, potentials, measurable potentials that would help that child fulfill purpose and fulfill their life. Okay. Yes, so ABA.
So in all of my interaction with people like you who work with people living with autism or relatives, my one question that I've always wanted to ask, and I always ask for the benefit of people who are listening or viewing, is when do you note that you have to get a diagnosis? What are the signs you look out for in your child?
Okay, the first thing to even look out for, you know, when the child is as young as 6 months, when a familiar adult walks into the room, you have a baby, you're a mother, you walk into the room, you've been out all day, the child looks at you with their eyes, like looks. The child looks you in the eye.
Recognition.
Yes, there's this recognition. When the child is not doing that, please pay more attention to that child. There's this, we call shared engagement. Shared engagement, you take their, what's that thing? The thing, the
little shaky thing.
You take it and you play with it, and then they play back, they imitate you.
Yeah, the rattle.
Yeah, the rattle. Yeah. They imitate you, right? You smile, they smile. But when a child is self-sufficient, kids are not meant to be self-sufficient. When they are like happiest when left alone, like they're just okay in their world, please, don't wait till there is no vocalization. Vocalization is speech. You know, parents usually really don't know, so they wait. Is when the child is not blabbing or saying words at 18 months.
Kids should be blabbing right at birth now, shouldn't they?
Not really. Well, but at 1 year, a child should be able to wave bye-bye. Yeah, a child should be able to like wave bye-bye. A child should be able to look you in the eye to recognize daddy is here. Like, oh, smile at an adult. A child should be, and recognize objects in the familiar setting. The child should be able to share enjoyments. Not, oh, it's mine alone.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we've talked about the parents, we've talked about the kids and what to look out for, be very observatory. But what about people who live aligned with people who are living with it? And I'm not talking about the parents now, I'm talking about you and I, maybe. I'm an uncle. And my nephew,
uncle
yes,
and
exactly.
A sibling, yes.
Yeah. So what do you do? What advice for them as well?
Okay, so usually I say the siblings sometimes are the real superheroes because they're the ones that always defend, and uncles and aunties. Please know that this individual is not disabled. This individual is not less. Their brain is different, but not less. So in a family setting, in the home, please don't treat them differently, because when you do that, there's already an exclusion going home. You want an inclusive setting. Going on in the home, you want an inclusive setting. You don't want it to be that, oh, that's Faye's brush, oh, that's Faye's cup. No, if there's a meal for Faye, everybody should eat that meal, right? So you want to create empathy. You want to create acceptance. You want to create awareness through your interaction, even right at home.
Fantastic.
So, yes, please.
Wow, Susie, I mean, we can't thank you enough. We've learned so much in such a short time. And this is not the last time you're coming, is it?
Well, for this month.
It's not the last time. We have to drag her back in here. Even if we have to do that by the balls of her feet, we're going to do that. But it's always grand when you come in, and everything that you let us know, or, you know, the knowledge that you impart, it's value.
It's lovely to be here. I love being here. Your studio is beautiful.
Oh, stop it. We like it. Well, do stay tuned, and I hope that you have gone home or taken one or two things from what Susie has told us about now today. If your kid has been diagnosed with autism, now that's what you need to know. Everything, whether you as a parent or as a sibling, or even for the benefit of the child himself or herself.